Have a look, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between. This is your Texas Pro Champion, Andrew Jacked, the most dominant Texas Pro Champion in the history of the event. I mean, when was the first one? 2021? Ian Valier won that one. Since then, it's too bad Andrew Jack didn't win that first one, but since then, Andrew Jack has won every single title. He is your three-time reigning and defending Texas Pro Champion. Wow, looks better than ever before. We're going to have a look at the rest of the top 10, go through these guys one at a time, have a look at them, and I will discuss some things about their condition, what they could do, what they have done, and maybe I'll get the odd little zinger in, the odd little joke. We're even going to look at the Classic Physique, so stay put or go pause it and pop your popcorn. Going to be a bit of a video, but we like to do this, and I'm going to be doing the wrap-ups like this from now on. Maybe even add little features, like at the end of this one, we're going to have a look at Andrew Jack versus several of the top IFBB Pro stars in the front double bicep pose, just to see how dominant this guy is. But without further ado, let us run through the rest of the top 10. Guy that placed second, Jordan Hutchison. He was incredible. He had awesome condition. Guy is very complete, aesthetically pleasing as well. And if you ask me, he did receive second place because he was a little bit more conditioned than this man, Nathan Epler, and it was very close. Keep in mind, when I say one guy was more conditioned than the other, I'm going by video footage and these pictures here. Of course, Nathan and Jordan very similar in their physique, so one can only point to the perhaps fact that Jordan was a little bit more conditioned. Unless you're there, you shouldn't really have too strong of an opinion if it's close. But anyway, in fourth place was Lewis Breed. I actually predicted him in fourth. So, am I bragging? I didn't brag about any of the other ones. I did predict Jack to win, but everybody did. I think everybody did. In fifth place was Felix Norman, and I predicted Felix in sixth. And you know what? I was wrong. He is getting better and better, very aesthetically pleasing, and he's going to be a household name, at least in bodybuilding houses. You know what I'm saying? And just below him in sixth place was Anthony Giel. Very similar. Much like Jordan and Nathan, it was funny. Felix and Anthony had a little battle of their own with Lewis Breed in between the two packs. So it was kind of funny, and I mix-matched my predictions between Jordan and Nathan and Felix and Anthony. But having said that, in sixth place was Yi Shan Cheng, and he has a very aesthetically pleasing physique. I like this guy's physique. Wheels might be a little too large, which is an interesting problem to have. I don't think that's a problem, really. But yes, got into that top 10 easy. In eighth place was Dorian Haywood. And I believe with this guy's structure, things of that nature, he could be placing a lot higher in these events. In ninth place was Marius Tamzuk. And I'm always impressed with this guy's physique. He's not missing anything. He has a little of this, a little of that. Nothing missing. He's good. One of these days, he will start getting better placings than ninth. And in 10th, the last guy we're going to look at in the open class was Nathan Styles. Wasn't he on Teen Wolf? I think he was on Teen Wolf 2 as well. Teen Wolf 2, but he was played by a different actor. It was Boner from Growing Pains or something of that nature. It's a weird name. It's just weird. I apologize. So that's your open class, guys. Let's go into the men's classic. Like I said, we're just taking it easy today. Have your popcorn. Go ahead. This is your men's classic physique division champion for the Texas Pro, your Texas Pro champion, Classic Physique Division, Gabriel Zancanelli. And he was at the Olympia last year. He got in there, decent placing. I think he got 13th, something of that nature. I got it written down. But yes, he just took a close second at Tampa, was it? In second place, Texas Pro Classic Physique was Mathis Meanagate. Meanagate? I apologize. I think it could be Matthias Meangate. Maybe. Look at the mean looking vacuum on this guy. One of the deepest midsections that you'll ever see. In third place was Dan Covey Anderson. I've been watching this guy. He has a perfect physique. Have you ever seen a physique like this? Wow. Just wow. Little bumblebee waistline. Look at that. It's incredible. Incredible. Makes you laugh, he's so good. In fourth place is another great physique. Texas Pro, Laszlo Corrali. Laszlo, old friend of mine, or a current friend, an old friend of mine. He used to wrestle under the name Laszlo Ramirez. Just reminds me of Laszlo, the wrestler I used to wrestle with. But this guy's physique looks like a 1970s classic. So, wow, the Texas Pro Classic Physique Division, that's your fourth. And in fifth was Austin Espy, and another guy that was just great in this men's Classic Physique Division. They were lining them up, and the judges had to find a place for them. And Austin placed fifth, which was a decent placing. I mean, he brought the condition, midsection was in, level of size I'm sure that they were looking for. In sixth place, I know most of you guys know who this dude is. This is Alexander Westermeer. And I thought with the condition that he brought, he was going to get in there, but top six, definitely nothing to sneeze at this Texas Pro with this lineup. In seventh, if this goes to show you how deep this lineup was, seventh place was Alex Cambronero. And much like Dorian Haywood with that song, Alex comes accompanied with a song as well. Alex Cambronero, Cambronero, whoa, Cambronero, whoa. I'm sure at some point soon, good old Alex is going to hang up his little tiny posing trunks. And I guess, quit while you're in still great shape. I've been following this guy for years. I sound like a meanie pants saying, oh, you should retire. But that's not exactly what I said. Soon. In eighth place was Benjamin Zimmerman. If you will, take a look at this man's quad sweeps. These are some of the best quad sweeps in the Pro League, I'm here to tell you. Not a bad-looking fellow either. This guy here has a future in the men's Classic Physique division. And placing eighth in this incredible lineup, I'm sure a lot of people are going to take note how good this guy really is. What a lineup. In ninth place, the hits just keep on coming. Imagine having to be a judge at this one. This is Zach Smith. And this type of condition, I could see this winning a show here and there. Tighten up on those glutes, hamstrings, things of that nature, and this guy will be very difficult to defeat. With that structure, things of that nature. What a top 10. And in 10th place was Dom Carter. Conditioned, not missing anything. Now that is a top 10 you can sing to? I don't know. Didn't know how to finish that. But that is maybe a more impressive top 10 in the division, for the division, than your open class top 10. Taking nothing away from those 10 dudes. Those 5 2 dudes. Never mind. I'm done with that one. So, for those of you still hanging around, still wanting to know more updates, we're going to peruse the 212. And I know this division is not for everybody, is why I saved it for now. And it was Francisco Barrios versus Jordan Janowitz, first and second. And I hate to do this, but I kind of disagreed with the calling. Francisco obviously won. I kind of thought Jordan should have won. I mean, go through a couple of these shots. We're not exactly going to judge this one. Well, maybe we will. At least as far as you can, quote-unquote, judge a bodybuilding contest with pictures and memory of video footage. Definitely the V-taper, the silhouette I would give to Jordan. Condition looks like it is to him as well. Run through the shots. And yeah, Francisco, very thick, very thickly developed. Mounds of muscle and meat. Lower half, though, you're gonna want to go with Jordan Janowitz. And then the side tricep, it is close along the way. Midsection, obviously, you're gonna go with Jordan. Wheels again. Arms, I suggest as well, at least in this shot. Now, the back shots can be debatable because when you have an opinion against the judges, the people that were there, you gotta kind of realistically realize your place in humanity. If you were there, then yes. If you were firm against them, then you can speak up and people will take you seriously. But me saying that I believed Jordan to be the better man this day, I think he's a little more separated in the hamstrings, things of that nature. Just, I don't know though. Francisco's got a good back. No rear lat spread. So at the end of the day, yeah, you're going to have a reserved opinion, I suppose, if you weren't there. And I wasn't there, but judging by pictures, it was close enough that I think you would have to be there to have an upset opinion on things. But that's your 212, guys. Francisco, and coincidentally, Jordan just got a ticket to the Olympia at the Tampa, if that makes any sense to you guys. No, I'm just joking. So Andrew Jacked. I'm sure a lot of you people have skipped ahead to this little preview, I guess. A preview of some comparisons that we could do. Andrew Jacked in the front double bicep pose. A lot of the guys at the Olympia could be in trouble, including the best of the best. Here's your Olympia champion versus Andrew Jacked. And poor Derek is getting pummeled. Even in the quads, even in the midsection, all over the place. Now, yes, of course, not the strongest pose for Derek, but definitely not the weakest one. One of his stronger shots. And he's getting dominated with a capital D. Who's next? Line them up, guys. Hadi Shupin. We're not even using the Olympia version of Hadi. We're going one better. This is the Arnold's Classics version where everybody was just saying, oh my goodness, nobody's going to touch him. Well, I gotta say, the size of those arms on Andrew Jacked, I would give it to him. I think Hadi's, he's pretty good. I'm not shouting like I was against Derek Lunsford. He's pretty good. Vacuum pose, legs, things of that nature, but I'd still give it to Jacked. And what about the rest of the first call out, quote unquote, first call out guys? Line them up. Samson, Douda. I mean, Andrew Jacked has him matched on all aspects in this pose. From the calves, even I would suggest perhaps the quads. Andrew put on some size on those babies and arms. Not even close. Where Samson perhaps would have got the edge on Jacked prior. Not anymore. Nuh-uh. I mean, who else would be in the first call-out at the Olympia? Nick Walker? We just had a New York Pro version of Nick Walker versus Andrew Jacked. And I gotta say, here at the Olympia, Nick's doing much better. He's faring much better against Jacked. Is he beating him? Not even close. Andrew Jacked. Think about it. Yes, it's one pose. But how he's gonna win the first two, let's face it. Could beat all those guys in the front lat spread too. But having said that, that's nor here nor there for this quick little preview. This man comes out, beats everybody in that first shot. Isn't that going to impress the judges? And then obviously he's going to go and do the same darn thing for the second pose. Get him in there, get him in that first call out, then we'll have some fun. Just get to that level of conditioning, Andrew Jacked from the back, and man, oh man, What an exciting year this is going to be for bodybuilding. Hit thumbs up, guys. That's your Texas Pro. Let me know if you like the way that I do these wrap-ups. You can watch a portion of it. I set it up to have you guys that don't want to, not interested in the Classic Physique or the 212, just to watch the first portion. Or you could fast forward for this little dandy, the comparisons, the end here. Let me know if you like it, if you dislike it, or what have you. Have a nice one.